Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
So I'm here because I wanted to spread awareness. I myself am actually a person of color. I have a white mother, but I grew up in a Hispanic background. And even just growing up in a community like this, which is a great community, I actually experienced racism personally myself. And I've seen the social injustices personally, and I've also been working in Fort Worth for the last few years. Got to know a lot more people of color, and I've just become more aware, and I wanted to be here to help spread the awareness on the social injustices.
I'm here because I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I'm hoping this march makes a difference and brings awareness.
And why are you here?
I'm here because I have a 4-year-old daughter who's mixed, and same thing, just to make a difference and know that her life matters as well.
Doing this, and I want to say thank y'all from the bottom of our hearts that this is happening. Not to stop your presence. There's a lot of people who can't make it who have been supporting us, and even in the dark, there's a lot of people supporting us in the back. But, there's a lot of people supporting us that we don't even know about, and we really, really appreciate y'all. Like, y'all really been fighting for us and fighting for this community to be better. And I really, really, truly, from the bottom of our hearts, really appreciate y'all.
That I wanted to come here and help support them in their community. Apparently I wasn't the only one with the same thought, because there's got to be 2, 3, 4, maybe more 100 people out here. So I'm just really happy that we could all come out here and support them.
Basically what this sign is just supposed to mean, basically I understand that the way that I've lived my life is not the same as someone could be put in my exact same situation and have a different skin color as me and have lived a completely different life with different types, because I know that where the type of person I am with my race and my gender, I come with a certain amount of privilege, and I respect that and understand that, and I realize that if the color of my skin was different, then I could have been treated differently in a number of situations, but I will never know that. But I understand that just because I haven't seen it and I haven't gone through it doesn't mean that it isn't a problem and doesn't mean that it isn't happening. So I just want to make sure that the people in our community know that we still care about them and they have a home here and we care about them.
And share your thoughts, please.
So I'm here to speak out against the great injustice that has been done against people like George Floyd, who had an officer's knee on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, which is absolutely uncalled for, and all of the other officers stood by and watched as it happened and did not speak out against it.
We need change!
We need change!
We need change!
Good job, everyone. Y'all are so beautiful. Thank y'all. Give us some applause. Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter! Education, not segregation!
Education, not segregation!
Education, not segregation!
I'm here because we need change in Texas, in this country, because there's so much injustice, and Black lives do matter. I just feel like that as a white person that I need to stand up for my brothers and sisters, and that's why I'm here.
Black Lives Matter!
This, I think, is the moment we've been looking for a long time, where so many people in our nation are coming together and demanding equality and justice for all of our fellow citizens, all of our brothers and sisters, and African Americans especially, who've just had these incidents ignored again and again and again. And as a minister, we're called to seek justice, to display love, and that's what I think the citizens here of Aledo are doing.
So I believe that we have a right to assemble and to demand redress for our grievances, and I wanted to make sure that everybody who has a voice had their voice heard and that no one got in their way.
Got you there. I think this is a seminal moment in our country's history, and you know, it's one of those things where you know, voices have been silenced for so long, and I feel like this is an opportunity not only to be understood, but to finally be heard. And I think people are really waking up to that and starting to listen, and that's all we can ask for. That's our hope.
Black Lives Matter!
Hello, everyone! Thank you so much for coming out again. Thank you truly, deeply. We love y'all so much. Thank you. You too, guys. Thank you. And again, we have water here out here for y'all. Make sure, please hydrate.
But we should all pledge to listen to each other, empathize, and make a genuine attempt to understand each other's perspective.
Yes, ma'am.
I personally respect your passion and desire to seek change. That passion and desire exist in the very fabric of America and is essential from the foundations of freedom and liberty. God bless each and every one of you, and may God bless and heal our country. Thank you for being here, and be safe.
I went on one knee for 8 minutes and 50 seconds and could not get back up. Somebody had to help me up, and of course George Floyd never got back up. I'm 77 years old. I've lived in Aledo since 2005. I cannot believe this has happened in Aledo, and it's certainly a great thing. I grew up in deep segregation, Texas. I never went to school with a black person. Rarely ever saw a black person. I saw the white restrooms, the white drinking fountains, the white restaurants, the white bars. And we think here in 2020 a lot has changed, but how much has really changed? Certainly you don't have the white drinking fountains. But I can tell you one thing, not a damn thing is going to change unless you vote. And that shit ain't going to change.
Well, first of all, I'm so proud of this day because I go back to 1965 and was one of 9 African Americans to integrate Aledo, Texas. And so I never thought we would see something of this nature, because even in the 60s things were progressing, but then we hit a stalemate in this country, and there's been just a lot of friction from that time. Good leaders are hard to come by. And with that being said, it is good to see these young people today rise up. There are more white people in these protests and in these marches this time around than there were in the 60s. So that gives me hope.
Get your man. Get your man. Lean on me.
When you're not strong, I'll be your friend.
Give a hand clap.
I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody.